On a 2014 trip to Belize with my family, I had, shall we say, an explosive incident, which led me to write a scatological, farcical mythology in the vein of Homer and Sophocles. Now, this will probably lose me a few subscribers because I'm not digging or remodeling anything, so I'm sad to see you go. The story is about how the eagle ray got its spots. Any guesses? It follows the mountain god of the north and his family, who travel south to escape the snowy winter. There they are received warily by the god of the sea. Some dyspeptic shenanigans ensue, and, well, you'll have to order the book to find out what happens. Many, many years ago, I actually worked with a friend, and I did the illustrations for a real children's book. And it took me hundreds of hours spread out over a number of years. We're proud of our book, and eventually we published it. Part of the reason this current story had yet to see the light of day is because perhaps it didn't merit that amount of effort. Before the poop hit the fan with OpenAI and firing Sam Altman and then rehiring him and stuff, I actually had subscribed to their $20 a month thing to work with ChatGPT-4, where you can prompt it to do illustrations. Eventually, I did land on trying to build my own little ChatGPT bot, which I named Shart Illustrator. Essentially, I was trying to train it on some old children's book authors' beautiful paintings and style. And I did this, and it was really hard to wrangle it and get it to do what I wanted it to do. Eventually, I came upon a style that looked perfect. Then I input my story and asked it to make illustrations following the story. Well, it instantly started doing a completely random and different style. And so at a certain point, I just gave up and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do this project, and the characters are going to be different from one page to the next. The style is going to be different from one page to the next. And I'm not going to spend too much time messing around with the different styles. That said, it ended up that I did, for many of the illustrations it gave me, I had to do pretty substantial revisions in Photoshop, moving things around, taking characters from two different illustrations, and then just trying to meld it together. So some of the final illustrations actually have a collage-like appearance because the characters are totally different styles, and some of the illustrations were quite beautiful. So I formatted it in Adobe Photoshop, made it into PDFs. All told, composing and then wrangling the images out of ChatGPT and then editing them in Photoshop and then self-publishing on Amazon took about 40 hours. With all the sales of this book that are sure to come over the years, I'm confident that I will see the handsome payout of, say, 76 cents an hour. The end result is, probably one of the top literary masterpieces of all time. I used a pen name for my book, Dr. Scat McMuggins, because I didn't want to have my real name associated with such drivel, or you could say dribble. Now, I don't want to be too critical of OpenAI, because when it does become our overlord in the next few years, I prefer to remain alive. And you'll have to get the book if you want to see how this entropy, so to speak, plays out, comes out.